Full time tonight at Goodison Park, Everton 3, Newcastle United 0. Look at this face. This is not a happy face. What a terrible, terrible end of the game it was for Newcastle. I couldn't believe that. Now we're going to have to address the elephant in the room straight away before we even talk about Everton, before we talk about Newcastle as a whole. KIERAN TRIPPIER, as good as it's been for Newcastle, that tonight has to be up there with the worst performances of the entire career. First and second goal, he gives both of them away, and it's not like an unlucky mistake from him. The first one, the ball's at his feet, he hasn't realised. Dwight McNeil, the ball gets stolen off, and that's the first one in. And then second goal, bad pass. Then after that, he gets the ball back, and it's a bad touch. He makes two critical mistakes at the second goal, and as good as he's been for Newcastle, that's our main man in the dressing room, that leader that's going to take us forward. We'll have to look at collective as a squad, but from him and an individual performance, that was a tough watch. But we have a lot of our bigger things to talk about because, well, Newcastle should have scored a goal. We had major chances before the first Everton goal. Gordon's missed 3 or 4 big chances in the game, so you can't just go, well, actually Trippier has done this one. In reality, Gordon had these chances. Newcastle, I just thought, moving the ball, just in regards to moving the ball, just Everton just understood the game a bit more. Newcastle had a lot of the ball, but did honestly nothing with it. As for the opposition team, straight away, even though they got deducted 10 points, isn't it? Everton could have got deducted 30 points this season. They're still comfortably still. They're miles better than the teams in the bottom 3, and it shows it tonight. Did Everton have the best game in the world? No, they didn't, but they grind out a result, and just they got one over us. And fair play to them, because I thought probably they deserved it. Newcastle maybe could have got a draw out of the game, and obviously if things went well enough for us, we could have got 3 points. But actual performance and what we deserved from the game, we deserved nothing more than potentially 1 point. I think honestly a loss is probably fair. Going into this game, I wasn't confident, to be honest. I thought going into this anyway, I knew Everton away would be a hard game, especially the way he's playing one of the most informed teams in the league. Newcastle obviously got a lot of depleted injuries, they got injured, the squad full of injured players, and it was always going to be a tough ask, but that was just terrible, wasn't it? There's only so much I can say, but that was just not good, not really good for me. As you know, the team will look at it collectively, they'll think about how we're going to improve on it. But Everton took the absolute mick out of us tonight. Like to John Pick, obviously ex-Sunderland player, Mackham through and through. He loved that. He was knee sliding on it. He was celebrating on our face. He was just giving them the ammunition, and they're just. Listen, it's getting me worked up for the 6th of January when we actually play them, because listen lads, don't you dare do that at Sunderland. I'll let you off tonight because listen, we've got so many games coming up, we can't win every single game in reality, but if you do that at Sunderland, there's going to be hell on. Don't do it at all. But yeah, Pickford was just mugging us off tonight. It's the first time he's done it in about 5 years, to be fair to the guys, so it took me long enough. But Everton anyway, first half always probably 0-0 was fair. Newcastle had a few chances. Everton had probably the more clear-cut chances, didn't take them. Second half, Everton were just better from the minute the ball was kicked, really. Newcastle just felt a bit uncomfortable at the start of the second half, felt a bit uneasy, didn't really have any flow in the game, no momentum, no control, and Everton just started to wear Newcastle down. And then after that, came at the game a lot more. Gordon with 3 or 4 major chances. How has he not put one of those away? Oh, I was kicking the seat. What are you doing? Go and put the ball in there. Obviously, the fixture itself clearly got to his head. He clearly wanted the score against somebody. He had a picture in his brain, but he's just not doing it on the pitch. Someone that's had probably one of the best seasons, I would say. Any player in the league has been exceptional this season. Had a poor one today. I don't think his actual play was bad, but just the chances he had. He has to put one away. One of them was on target, and your ones have got to be better. But yeah, after that was when the goals came. Obviously, KIERAN TRIPPIER, as I mentioned before. First one, the ball's at his feet, he's not looking up. Dwight McNeil's on it. Great finish from him. I thought he's doing well to capitalise on Newcastle mistake, but from our point of view, we've just thrown it away. There you go, there's a free go, Everton. The first one from Dwight McNeil, obviously scored the winner last week against Forest, someone that's clearly in form. Again, got a huge goal for him today. Second goal was even worse than the first, and Newcastle point of view. Trippier again, he's just, what is the guy doing? Oh, as much as I love him, he's just had a shock at him. Obviously, he's played a bad pass out, the ball goes back to him, and then a terrible touch. Straight away, Everton go off out Decory, I think it was, scored the second goal, and I mean, I'm just looking at it, thinking, what have we done, lads? And at that point, I felt like Newcastle just kind of gave up. I kind of realised that the game was gone, even though you heard the sub board, 10 minutes on the board, we can do something here. Newcastle never felt like getting back in the game at all, felt uncomfortable. The crowd was clearly against Newcastle at that point. The players at that point, just never felt like they could do anything, and you just see the way they're playing. It was rushed, nothing was going well at all. Then the third goal game, just to rub more salt in the wound. Beto, someone that's kind of struggled at Everton as well, just put one through the Braggar's legs. But to be fair, I thought the Braggar up to that point was pretty decent, made a few big saves the first half, but damage was done. 3-0 tonight, and what a humiliating, embarrassing performance. Wasn't terrible, but just the way the game ended was awful. Just some of the worst I've seen since the takeover, and just purely due to the fact it was our mistakes. Not like a Villa game where Villa's actually smashed us and outplayed us. That tonight was not a bad Newcastle performance, but we just made critical errors in the game, and we just threw it Everton. There's 3 points. Have that, enjoy it. And listen, like Lush from my shoulders and say, well, listen, Everton, well done. For Newcastle, it was just poor today. Has to be much better against Tottenham on Sunday now. Believe it or not, honestly, I said this small at the start of the day. I actually fancy our chances against Tottenham more than this game. I think the way Tottenham play, how open they are defensively, the fact they play offside, try a high line, I think it's a game that favours Newcastle more, but play like that in Tottenham will be licking the lips. Tottenham, unlike Everton's a team that's not overly in form at the minute. Lost a few games, got a good result at City, but even then, still conceded 3 down there before us. We've got to take advantage of that game. Milan and Wednesday as well. Huge games coming up with a deflating performance like that's going to put us out. So it's important to get it going straight away again. Got to get on it immediately. But it's happened. I'm peeved. Obviously, last thing I want to do is make a bloody vlog from this game. But yeah, of course, the way they vlog will be in the morning to be fair to the opposition team. That's a nasty one, isn't it? I'm not even going home either. I'm actually going down to London tomorrow for the Tottenham game. My birthday as well on Saturday, so cheers for woman about birthday, lads. Cheers for that. But now it happens is I can joke all I want, I can say all I want, but listen, we're not going to win every single game. That's the reality of football. We ain't going to win all 38 games in this season tonight. Didn't think Newcastle had the worst game in the world, but we made critical, huge mistakes in the game. That is gave Everton that win today. Everton weren't amazing. That's what kicks me off, because I think Newcastle we could have done something there. I think they were there for the take, and it's a team that's been playing well, but that was not Everton at their best, and we just gave it them. We just gave them good goals, and yes, they still got to take them. You got to credit them for that. But Newcastle, we were just poor mistakes, poor critical errors in the game, and Everton's took advantage of it. And you just got to put your hands up and go, well, you know what's happened. Sometimes you got played, but it's about improving. I'm not here to kind of kick players when they're down. I'm not here to go, well, you should be doing this, you should be doing this. This has happened. We'll move on to Sunday. We've got to move on straight away. We've got games every 3 or 4 days now. Of course, you've got Tottenham, as I said. Milan's a big one, and the Wednesday last Champions League game dictating where we finish. Fulham's a winnable game at home. You've got Chelsea Carabao Cup, one that I really want us to win. Luton Town before Christmas, and then after that you come back and you've got the legs of Sunday. That's when the big major games come in. We've got to be ready for that. We've got to be much better, because tonight 3-0 to Everton deserved it all, and Newcastle we've got to do better. Honestly, got to do better. We've got to understand the game more, and tough one. Not great at all, but appreciate you guys watching. The vlog will be out in the morning. Take care, see you in the next one.